Our next guest is a Grammy-nominated multi-platinum rap superstar, entrepreneur, and philanthropist who is back with a new talk show, a new podcast, a new album on the way. And oh, did we mention he happens to be Jeannie Mai's other half? We're so excited. Please welcome Jeezy.
How you feeling, ladies?
What's
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Hi.
So good to see you.
It's good to see you, Jeezy. Welcome back to the show. We are so excited that you. I'm doing fine. What we want to know, and everybody wants to know, is how is our girl Jeannie Mai holding up? Is she actually resting, Jeezy?
Yes. Actually, that's been hard to get her to rest, but she's doing well. I thank y'all for y'all prayers and y'all support. But she's doing well. She's eating everything in the house, but she's definitely doing well.
That's good. That's a good sign.
Between her and Mama Mai, I don't know.
Well, Jeezy, quickly,
we miss her so much.
What happened? I mean, can you walk us through how how Jeannie had an abscess that was blocking her airway? Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So she began to get sick. She had some problems with her throat, and we took her to the doctor, and they gave her shots, steroids, and everything was good. And it happened again, and I just started to notice she was having problems breathing. And she woke up one morning and got up before me, and I got up and went behind her, and I saw her, and she couldn't breathe. And I grabbed her immediately, took her to the emergency room, and we was there, and they found something, but they didn't know. So we actually went to another doctor that Lauren suggested. Thank you, Lauren, so much at you guys' show. And the doctor immediately looked at her and told her, you're done with Dancing with the Stars. You're done. This is life-threatening, and if you don't get it fixed right now, you could possibly lose your life. And for me, that was real, and I told her it was the hardest thing ever, because you guys know Jeannie more than I do. She's not a quitter. She's a fighter. Yep. And just so you know, right after surgery, she was trying to figure out how to get back on that show. Absolutely.
Wow, that is so Jeannie. But I know those moments must have been so scary for you and for her. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of us for taking such good care of her and noticing that something was wrong. Now, Jeannie's got a lot going on, but you've also got a lot coming up. Congratulations on your new talk show, Worth a Conversation. Jeezy, what can we expect from you as a talk show host?
Oh, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from some real talk show hosts. For me, I pride myself on having conversations with people that's just outside of my box. And that's how I was able to navigate through life, because there was a lot of times where I got into jams. I didn't know which lawyer to get. I didn't know who to talk to about certain business things. So I would just go sit in rooms and, because I got savoir-faire, I got some charisma, so I can get my way in the rooms. And I just listened to the conversations, and what I learned was I had a lot of knowledge, and when people asked me things, I already was a step ahead. So that's how I navigated through life. That's how I came from my humble beginnings to where I'm at now, by having an open mind and listening more than I talk. So
I love
that's what this is about.
That's
what this is about. That's what the conversation is about. Having conversations with people that I respect about their trials and trails and how they figured it out, to share with my culture. Because everybody can't have a conversation for a whole hour with Steve Harvey and ask him whatever you want, or Deion Sanders or John C. Maxwell. So that's what this is about, having those conversations and sharing it with the culture. Yes.
I love it. Can you tell me, like, why does the world need a show like yours right now?
It's so much uncertainty out there. It's so, everybody's going through something. Nobody knows what to do, what to expect tomorrow. It just, you look at the world, we in disarray, and everybody's trying to figure it out. So I just want to do my part to, just to add value to whatever, people need across the world, because, whether it's spiritually, whether it's financially, whether it's, family, these people that I'm talking to, they got some insight. So I just want to give the knowledge back. Yes.
And I want to say too, Jeezy, that it's important for Black men to take the helm and lead in the conversation. So I'm glad that you're doing that. Sure. Besides you also have your limited podcast, the Recession Podcast by Jeezy, which joins Charlemagne the God's, the Black Effect Podcast Network. Tell us why it's important to use your voice on this platform.
Well, Worth the Conversation is more of a lifestyle thing. This podcast, you know, I got my first guest was Tony Robbins. Our next guest is Mika Mallory. So I'm talking to people about real life things. Powerful. Like, you know, because my question to Tony was, what do you think the world needs? And it was simple, compassion. And I think people need to hear that from him. And me and him having that conversation, because I motivated, you know, some thugs in my beginning, but he's a motivator. So we got together. Now we motivate the world, you know. Right, we motivate the world. So for me, I just think it's, you know, we don't have these conversations enough. And I'm coming from a place where I really come from the struggle. So I want people to actually hear what these top level people have to say about what's going on in the world on a real level. So this is different from Worth the Conversation, because this is more real life. And
love that.
Yeah, it's great. So, and actually we are premiering a song, which each episode, from the new album.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, we can talk about later.
In conjunction with your podcast, you are back with new music, which so many people are so excited about. Your new album, The Recession 2, is actually out next Friday. And these two projects are connected, like you just say. Tell us how so.
Well, you know, with my music, I paint a picture. When I dropped my last Recession album, which was one of my best albums to date, I just really captured what was going on in the world. And I did that again with this project, and it's a celebration. It's celebrating just this presidential election we just had, just the new management, changing the world, and we should all celebrate, you know, whether we was on either side or not. We just got to change, and the shift is happening.
Yeah.
And this album just embodies that, and the podcast goes hand in hand, because you can only say so many things in a song. So I want to be able to say the other things that I need to say in the podcast, and actually talk to people about some of the things that I'm talking about on this project. So I'm excited. Like both of them together.
That's amazing.
You know, they just make magic. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Now, fans want to know, it's been 12 years since you released your song, My President. But I want to know, are we going to get my Madam Vice President song?
I think I got a little something for her and all of us. Okay. And I'm just so proud of her, you know, and women are amazing. You guys, I tell Jeannie all the time, like, you are very strong. And I love what you guys do at the show. You guys always bring real topics to real people. And I just love what she's doing, because she's showing the young ladies out there all over the world that you can do it. And to me, that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
But, you know, we can't let you go unless you tell me about that Verzuz on the 19th. Come on, Jeezy. How you going to prepare for that Verzuz?
Who you got, though? That's what I need to know.
Who do you think I got?
You already know.
Okay.
You the sole survivor, right?
There we go.
You going to pull up?
Yes.
Come on. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Are you doing anything special? How you going to prepare for it?
Yeah. I mean, for me, you know, that album that era to me was real, because, you know, a lot of people bring their catalogs to these Verzuz battles, but I'm bringing real life. Anybody know anything about me, know everything I ever said I can stand on. And to me, I just been listening to all my own music, you know, listening to my mixtapes, my albums. And, you know, I went and bought me 100 black T-shirts. I'm ready, you know.
I love it. I know that
so you know.
No one is more excited or more in your corner or your bigger cheerleader than our girl, Jeannie. So, Jeezy, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
For sure.
And continue to take care of our girl. Be sure to check out his new talk show, Worth the Conversation, Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. PST on the live interactive streaming channel Fox Soul, and catch his limited podcast, The Recession Podcast by Jeezy, on iHeartRadio and everywhere podcasts are heard. Of course, we got a lot going on here. Don't forget to grab the new album, The Recession 2, available next Friday, November 20th.